Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I'm going to do the 2024 predictions for Canada. And as I've done for the US and the UK, I'm going to be doing healthy, wealthy, and wise. And healthy means how are the people doing? What's the general attitude of the people? Wealthy, of course, is the economy, and wise is the political, how they're doing out in the world. Touch on the election maybe a little bit if there is going to be one. And let's see, Canada 2024, how are the people? How are the people 2024? How are the people doing? What is the general overall? Is there hope in the air? Is there distrust in the air? Is there frustration? Is there anger? Let's see if we can suss out how will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024? How will the people feel next year in 2024 in Canada? Cards are ready. Oh, are they ever? Page of Gifts. Oh, 8 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Canes in reverse. So that's 10 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Gifts. And the 4 of Canes in reverse. Wow, we got 2 strong sword cards here showing endings. People walking away, people wanting to get back to tradition, people wanting to end what's going on. Because the 10 of Swords upright would be ruin, would be end, and now it's in reverse. So that tells me the swords have fallen out. You can get yourself up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Next to the 6 of Gifts, that's 6 of Pentacles, is people want to go back to tradition. They want to get back to tradition. They want to find what's missing. This 8 of Good Cheer. And this almost looks like a Canadian with their toque on and their coat on and ready to leave the bar. So they're want to look and see what's missing, and what's missing is tradition and going back to the way Canada was. And they've had enough of being stabbed in the back, and they're putting an end to it. They're putting an end to it. There's going to be a lot of talk about traditional going back to the way it was. A lot of talk, and people know something is missing, and they're going to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and they're just going to start acting more traditional to bring that in. 6 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, Death. It's not going to be successful though. There's going to be a lot of talk about it. There's going to be a lot of, yeah, this is the way we always did it, and they're not fighting the good fight at all. Well, they're fighting the good fight, but they won't be successful at all. There's a full-on strategy to change Canada. But I'll get into that when we get to the political part of it. 9 of Good Cheer in reverse, 2 of Gifts upright, 9 of Candles upright. The people are, 2 of Candles. The people are really embattled. Really embattled. They don't know whether to take a chance and spend their money, or, I'm not getting as dire as I did for the UK. I'm getting that people have a little bit of hope, but they just keep getting squashed down, and they keep seeing that their hopes are not winning, and yet they still keep going. They still keep going. They see a lot like, do I spend money? Don't I spend money? There's this feeling of, they say the economy's bad, but I don't know, this seems to be the economy's good here. Do I spend my money on food, or do I spend my money on heating my house? I don't get a fear that people are scared that they're losing their jobs. as much as I did for other countries. I get a fear more here of where do I spend my money, because there's not a lot left for fun, not a lot left for fun. But yet they continue to spend money. Two of candles, that's two of wands. I think people are writing a lot of letters to the power that be with this page of canes, which is page of swords, 10 of gifts in return, 4 of gifts upright, and 9 of canes. Yeah, you know what? I think in some respects, people are holding on to their money. They're anxious about the money, but at the same time, they're spending it. I think where we're going to see most of the upsetment with people are the retirees. People who are retiring are really worried about their retirement, about money running out in their retirement. I think a lot of times it's just because the economy is changing too, right? The traditional jobs that they would do are, if they had to go back to work, aren't there. The jobs they would be eligible for, like working at Walmart or McDonald's, versus younger people, they go, well, if I get laid off my job, maybe I'll try something online, or, they're more open to trying other things versus after 40 years of doing the same job. If you were a plumber for 40 years and all of a sudden your retirement money's wiped out, what the hell can you do? Maybe go back to plumbing, but that if your health is okay, right? And I think there's more upsetment with retirees. I think the other general population is, well, we'll just figure it out. I'll get a job driving for Uber or some such thing. But there's a lot of people writing and complaining online and whatnot, and it's all falling on deaf ears. Queen of Good Cheer, Wheel of Fortune, the Lightning Tree, and Sinterklaas, and the Two of Good Cheer. I think in 2025, people are going to get 2024. I think the people are going to get a big wake-up call, a big wake-up call. Something really good is actually going to happen. You have Wheel of Fortune, you have the Tower, and the Hierophant. Well, the Tower doesn't have to be bad. It's called the Hand of God. The Tower can be a lottery win. The Tower can be a happening, and because we have Hierophant here, we might. I know a lot of people in Canada say no one's coming to save you. We might have somebody coming to save us. In a good way, or like a blast of hope, or something's going to happen that's really going to give us a lot of hope, we might see a lot of divorces this year, might see a lot of divorces this year. But yeah, I think overall, I think they're a resilient bunch. Yeah, I'm not getting like dire. I'm not getting a lot of protests like I have for other countries. I'm not getting that at all. We're gonna have a stroke of good luck that's going to raise our spirits sometime in 2024. I don't want to say what that is. All right, I'm sure my fellow Canadians can hope and guess what that is. All right, so let's do wealthy. How's our economy going to do? How's our economy going to do in 2024? How's the Canadian economy going to do in 2024? How's the Canadian economy going to do in 2024? How's the Canadian economy going to do in 2024? How's the Canadian economy going to do in 2024? How's the Canadian economy going to do in 2024? Cards are ready. Ooh, 8 of Candles, so 8 of Wands in reverse, stagnant. stagnant. Three of Gifts, Queen of Gifts, Knight of Gifts, and the Queen of Good Cheer. I'm going to say, you know what? I think we're going to be offered a lot of goodies. I think they're planning on ways that they can offer us things, but overall, the economy is going to be very stagnant. It's going to be a moody economy. And if you're into finance, you know what I mean. It's very fickle. It's not like a strong economy, like it's just chugging along and it's going to take a lot. The housing market might be an issue. So there might be something with housing. So either like rent controls or they build affordable housing or something like that. Something like that. But overall, the economy is going to be pretty stagnant. It's going to be like, I'm not a financial advisor. So it's going to be steady as she goes. Stick with your blue chip stock, stick with your money market, stick with those kind of things here with the Knight of Gifts. Six of Good Cheer, Justice, and Ace of Good Cheer. Well, I think it's going to be a balanced year. Again, there might be something with the economy, with housing here, either rent controls, building cheaper housing for people, and that's going to make the people happy. I think there's going to be lots of goodies offered here with this Ace of Cups, and they're going to really they're going to try to justify and balance the economy. King of Good Cheer, Death, King of Gifts, and the underlying Page of Good Cheer. Well, you know who the King of Gifts is, and you probably, I don't know. This is Trudeau. He's a Capricorn. And he is over 50 now. To tell you the truth, all the cards are upright. Oh, except the two bookends, but the middle here. So the middle section, the core of the apple is upright. I think it's going to be a pretty balanced year. I don't think we're going to see like massive highs and lows. People aren't going to make tons of money, and they also aren't going to lose a lot of money. I think we're going to be seeing all kinds of offers from the government to keep things going. Page of Good Cheer. The Emperor in reverse. Seven of Candles in reverse. Six of Gifts upright. And the Five of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. I think there's going to be another scandal with Trudeau. Of course there is. You don't have to be a card reader. Yeah, I think there's nothing big here about the economy. It's actually going to just be really kind of flat. Really kind of flat. There won't be anywhere to make a lot of money, but there also at the same time isn't a lot of places to lose a lot of money. I don't see the government throwing a lot of money at the people because it's not an election year. 2025 is our election year. I think it's steady as it goes. I think there's a scandal brewing here with Trudeau that might affect the economy a little bit, like maybe the dollar will drop a little bit, but not a lot. Not a lot. 10 of Candles, so 10 of, yeah, you know what? 10 of Wands in reverse, a burden is lifted. The Chariot in reverse, 8 of Swords upright, 9 of Swords upright, the Justice in reverse. Yeah, I'm just getting, again, the media is creating a lot of anxiety in a lot of these stories and saying you're out of control, you're a victim. Look at this. This has all kinds of bills on it. I think the media is going to, you're a victim, the economy is really bad. And I think a lot of people are going to buy into that. And I know if you've just lost your job, you're saying, well, you don't get it. I'm not saying nobody's going to lose their job or nobody's going to lose money. I'm just saying overall, the economy, it'll just be flat. It'll just be flat. Yeah, that's all I can say for the economy. Let's get some clarifiers here. Yeah, like relief of a burden. Like what burden would that be? I wonder if there'll be like a student loan relief program. You get the young vote for the Liberals, what popped out here. 3 of Hearts, tree. Oh, okay, so news that the economy is healthy. Yeah, well, I think we're going to get a lot of news that the economy is healthy and it's doing okay. So when they say it's healthy and it's doing great, then we know they're lying and it's just mediocre and doing okay. But yeah, it looks like so far out of all the countries I read that Canada is going to have the most steady, stable economy. All right, well, I guess time will tell. I sure hope that's right. I sure hope that's right. Okay, so now let's do whys. Let's do whys. So this is how is Canada politically around the world with other countries. Will there be a snap election? Because just because the election isn't until 2025 doesn't mean that there can't be a snap election. A non-confidence vote. So let's see. 2024 political situation for Canada. Politics inside and out. Politics inside and out. Politics inside and out for... Cards are ready. Page of Gifts. Why does this card keep showing up? Oh, because it's all sales. It's all a sales job. The Moon. Yeah, illusions. 5 of Canes in reverse. 8 of Canes upright. 10 of Gifts in reverse. Lots of illusion going around, that's for sure. Canada almost feels trapped in something that they feel like they have to do. That they certainly aren't the winners. So is this the W and the E and the F that we're trapped in, or the H and or the W and the H and the O that we're trapped in, or the U, right? Are we trapped in that? That we have to follow their guidelines and whatnot, but that's all an illusion that we're trapped. We can choose to leave at any time. I think there's going to be some kind of something that's been a long-term standing agreement will end. I wonder if that's Canada and India with the kerfuffle that they've had. I wonder if there's going to be an end to that agreement. A lot of anxiety in the politics. Pregnant with possibilities, the Empress and the 8 of Good Cheer, the 8 of Cups upright. Isn't it 8 and 8? That's the thing. Canada has so much abundance. We all could be very, very, very wealthy and happy and healthy and healthy, whatever that wealth means to you. I think we're going to see Canada's birth rate increase. We might walk away from a major agreement that we're stuck in right now, politically. We might walk away. King of Good Cheer, Page of Good Cheer. We're going to hear some bad, surprising news about somebody. And the 6 of Canes. and the Eight of Candles. I don't think our political situation is going to change at all at home. I think it's going to continue to be very stressful and turbulent. I think we're going to continue to hear stories about all of our politicians, and it just kind of rolls off everyone's back. I don't see any change in our political situation at all. And there he is, Trudeau, Teflon Trudeau. He seems to get out of every situation. Three of Good Cheer in reverse. Yeah, you know what? The Fool. I think a long-standing agreement that Canada has is going to end. Knight of Gifts, Seven of Canes in reverse, Queen of Gifts upright, Knight of Candles in reverse. Yeah, I think we aren't going to make any good friends out in the world, but we also, and I think we're going to lose something we're going to undo. So whether that's like the Paris Accord or something the UN wants us to do or something, one of those big traditional entities that are around the world, I think Canada is going to, for some reason, walk away from or end. I I don't see us being that great out in the world this year. I see Trudeau hanging in there. There's a lot of things that it looks like if it's not Trudeau hanging in there, then it looks like the Liberals are hanging in. I don't see an election or any kind of change. I would have liked to see those Eight of Wands upright. That means movement. That means change. I would have liked to seen the Death card, which is transition and change, for example, and that none of that's here. So I think internally, politically, we still have Teflon Trudeau. Whether that's good news or bad news to you, but even if he leaves, we still have the Liberals. I don't see an election at all. And you have to remember, this is projection. We never know if something's going to change. I see us contracting a little bit out in the world. Maybe not going out as much in the world, or maybe we're not invited to different things out in the world. There's definitely some kind of ending coming with one of the big entities in the world. I just don't see us being very politically active. I didn't get any war cards here, so I don't see Canada sending any troops anywhere. That would have been the Chariot upright. The Chariot upright, Knight of Swords. That would be military. All right, let's get some Child, Anchor. Yeah, you know what? I think we're stuck with who we're stuck with. There is some kind of crossroads that we're coming up to. But I think this is going to be another dull year in Canada. The most exciting things is watching Trudeau slip up. I don't see any big changes. I think we're just kind of stuck with what we've got. We're stuck with what we've got. This child card here, children might become more important. So for example, dental plan for children, I know they're trying to implement. Maybe if a pharmaceutical, maybe giving more money for the child relief program or the family allowance or whatever they call it these days. I think we're going to see more of that. I think we're going to see more programs for children, maybe more money thrown at, if you have 3 children, you get, let's say, $100. But if you have 4, you double it. Now you have $200. I think we might see something like that being played out. I think children will be kind of our theme for the year, or for the government for the year. what can they do for children? And so in some respects, rather than giving the parents absolute relief by reducing taxes, they'll maybe give some goodies for the children and say, see, we're looking after your children. Aren't we amazing? I think we're going to see a lot of that, that kind of programming ramping up to 2025 elections. It's like, see, we're looking after the families. Aren't we amazing? Now give us 60% of what you make every week. Sorry, I don't mean to be political. Sorry, was that my outside voice? All right, well, thank you very much for watching this. I'm sure it's fellow Canadians. So I guess we're in for another boring year overall. I would prefer it to be exciting and have elections and great economy, but it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.